Welcome back to the shooting channel, and welcome back to an over and under versus a side by side. I have got the most modern gun you can get, which is a Browning composite, and I've got an AYA number 2, which is one of the most traditional guns that you can get. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to go through these two guns, and the reason why I've got completely different ends of the spectrum, modern and that, and I haven't gone for something halfway house, is I wanted to show you that there is a place in shooting for both these guns, for over and unders and side by sides. And if you're thinking, oh yeah, but I can't shoot as well with a side by side that I can with an over and under, I'm going to show you how you can shoot as well with a side by side as you can with an over and under. So we're going to start with the over and under. Now, the reason why people like the over and under is because when you mount that gun, you haven't got a lot in front of you. You've just literally got the rib. You haven't got the barrels like that. So it makes you look at the clay more. The comb generally is a lot higher, and generally they do recoil less. This particular gun is the Browning composite, which obviously is quite a lightweight gun, and it's a very modern gun, and I feel this is a massive tick in the box for Browning of what they've done, because they've tried to make a composite which everyone at the moment, every manufacturer, every industry is going from wood, from traditional to composite to carbon fibre to things like that, moving forward, moving with the trends. So I do tend to think that the Browning composite is a very, very good start on the step for the gun trade moving forward. I've then got an AYA number 2, which is a side by side, yes. An AYA number 2 is different to an English side by side because they did make them with a lot of height in the comb. This specific one has had a proper gun fit done on it and got a recoil pad on it. But when you mount it, you mount the gun and you're looking the same thing. Also, this particular one is double trigger, which is very traditional with a side by side, and the Browning is obviously a single trigger. So I'm going to start to shoot, and I'm going to talk about the differences and how to mount that gun, the difference between the side by side, the AYA and the Browning. I'm going to put my earphones on. So what I'm going to do first is, again, like I've said on this channel before, when you close the gun, you mount the gun into there and you push it away and you touch your cheek. And the most important thing is that that gun touches that cheek. And if the gun touches that cheek and your eyes are parallel there, you will hit, and you look where that clay is going or that pheasant is going, and you will hit generally what you shoot at. So that is the biggest thing. With an English gun, they're fairly flat in the comb. So you have to really do that, basically. And that is the reason why people tend to think they shoot an over and under better than they do a side by side. It's not, it's just because they forget with the side by side about touching that cheek. So I'm just going to shoot a few of them. Pull. Pull. Again, the balance is slightly different. Again, all it is because it's a modern style gun, and they're balanced fairly on the hinge pin there, and they're balanced fairly nice. I'm going to be, a lot of people do tend to knock this particular gun because they say that it's very nose heavy. It's a little bit, but it's a carbon fibre, it's a plastic stock, so it's going to be. But I'm going to be honest, I don't believe a lot of the people on other YouTube channels knocking this gun. I think this is a really, really good initiative of Browning to bring out. And if you're on the foreshore or you want to go bunny bashing or something and you don't mind hitting it about or something like that, they're good, brilliant. Pull. Pull. So again, the thing with an over and under is it just keeps your head up and straight and your eyebrows straight with it. So it's there and it's easier to do that. And that's why pull, pull, and now I'm going to do the same with the side by side. So again, the biggest thing I'm going to think about is I'm going to close that gun into my line of view, and I'm going to do that. Now if I do that and touch my cheek, it will still come up. My eye is still over the top of that rib. So there. So I still have to get my gun to my cheek. Most important thing. And that's what people forget when they're shooting a side by side. So if I put the cartridges in, pull, pull, and again, the only thing I would suggest is go to your local shooting school. If you're interested in a side by side, I would suggest if you want to buy a side by side, shoot it alongside your over and under. And if you get something like an AYA, they're a really good thing to shoot alongside your over and under. And just make sure you touch that cheek with that gun. It's literally there. There. Pull. Pull. And again, this particular one is a 28 inch. A lot of side by sides do tend to be lighter, but all that means is you've got to steady with it. You can't throw the gun all over the place. Whereas with an over and under, the weight of the gun does tend to control you a lot more. So in theory, if you shoot with a side by side, all you've got to do is control the gun more and not throw it. Move from the body and not move from the arms. Pull. The only thing that I see is different, obviously the barrels, but it kicks a little bit more, and that is about it. And that is because generally with the over and unders, generally they are bigger here, and the bigger the action is here, the more it absorbs the recoil. So as if you look at a side by side, it's got a slightly smaller action there, which means it takes the recoil a little bit harder, and that is the only difference I can see with one of these. Pull, pull. Killing wise, they smoke a clay just as much as an over and under. So if you're shooting it right and you're taught right and you touch that cheek and your gun mounting is right, you will kill what you can with a side by side, you will with an over and under. Pull. 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 So now I'm going to shoot a couple more with the over and under. Pull. 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 And there you have it, my over and under versus my side by side. Don't be put off by thinking, oh, I can't shoot a side by side as well as I can an over and under. If you find yourself your local shooting school, they will advise you the correct way to go out and shoot with a side by side. I wish there was more people out there in the shooting world that support and promote side by side shooting as much as an over and under, because I think the history that we've got in this country with building side by sides, whether it's English or an AYA or Spain, they are brilliant guns. So comment below, have you ever thought of getting the most modern gun in the world and the most traditional gun in the world? Have you ever thought about it? comment below if you've got any questions. Please email us at contactus@theshootingchannel.co.uk. And if you've got any questions on the most modern gun versus the most traditional English or Spanish gun, let us know in the comments below. I hope you've enjoyed this program. I hope you found it interesting. Please like us on Facebook, follow us on Instagram. Don't forget, hit that subscribe button. It really helps us to give you content like this. And we will see you on the next one. Thank you for watching.